Welcome to Wax Sports Reviews. In this video, we're looking at the latest iteration of the all-time Adidas classic, the Howzat Spike. This is quite similar to the shoes from last year, with a few upgrades here and there, making them even more popular and one of our best-selling shoes in the Adidas lineup heading into the new season. Talking about the aesthetics on these first, Adidas have ditched the orange and black to now the acid yellow and Aussie bottle green colorway, which represents the Aussie jersey, and it is a pretty good looking colorway, a massive upgrade in terms of aesthetics in my opinion. The upper on this is still that classic highly durable knit. The one thing Adidas have done differently this year is their move towards sustainable use of resources. So all this upper on all the new Adidas shoes are made with recycled ocean waste, making sure your shoes for cricket are eco-friendly. The midsole in use is the Adidas adiPRENE Plus midsole, which is the cricket specific midsole that Adidas have developed. This offers you really good energy return, which means it's really bouncy, making sure when you hit the deck really hard, it doesn't make your feet feel jaded. They give you really quick response and a nice and cushioned, meaning you can spend an entire day in them without feeling much by way of fatigue or general wear on your feet. Talking about the outsole on these, they're sporting a 5+2 spike layout, which is a very basic layout to keep these shoes nice and lightweight, good for all-round work. They also come with these plastic studs along the whole surface to give you better grip to tread on the turf, which makes sure that this doesn't cause any slippage and offers you really good traction and mobility. For someone who would like to do a little bit of bowling in these, you get a beveled heel cutout here, so when you do land on the outside edge of your heel by any chance, this will automatically roll your foot in because of that extra landing room, making sure you don't get injured there, drastically reducing chances of ankle or heel injuries. The outsole has this rubber that bleeds into the toe to give you additional Yorker protection, and the upper here has been redesigned where this leather is now a mushroom vegan leather, which is a little bit stiffer than what they had last year, offering you additional reinforcement by regards of that. In terms of the midfoot stability, you get this elastic midband which will lock your midfoot in, making sure you've got really good support so that your foot doesn't slide around too much on these, making sure that you have really good stability and can run pretty quickly in quick bursts very easily. The heel on this is probably the best defining feature of all Adidas shoes. It's a very snug heel with a very tight clip so that your heel doesn't slide around too much, but it's also compensated with a lot of really thick cushion padding, which means when you hit the deck hard, when you're bowling, or in general if you have a very heavy landing of your foot, this makes sure that your heel doesn't get fatigued, and it makes sure it's really well cushioned so that you don't feel a lot of shock riding up your joints. The upper on this also has this sock style lip, which makes sure that this fit is a very snug fit along your foot, offering you a very runner like feel on these, which is also complemented by this arc at the front, which makes it feel very runner-esque. So if you're someone who likes to sneak in a cheeky single, or you're a wicket keeper, something like this offers you great benefit as it allows you extra mobility. In terms of the ideal use for these, they're a good batting keeping shoe. They're also a fantastic fielding shoe, so if you like to keep your batting shoes and your fielding shoes separate, this is probably one of the best outfield shoes you can get because they're super lightweight, making sure you can run in quick bursts without having any problems. They're also ideal for part-time pace bowlers who have a very short run-up and do a light amount of pace bowling. Ideal for young cricketers too, who are just starting out trying to develop their skill. One reason why I like these shoes a lot is because even though they are at an entry-level price point, they're used by a lot of international cricketers in the likes of Roddy Burns, Quinton de Kock, Rohit Sharma, etc., making sure that these shoes offer you the best bang for your buck. And honestly, I would much rather recommend you go with something like this, which is made by a shoe specialist, over something like a Kookaburra or a GM pair of shoes, who are not cricket shoe specialists, who are only gear specialists, and these don't cost that much more and make sure your feet are safe and well supported so that after an entire day worth of play, you don't feel much fatigue. All up, the best entry-level set of shoes on the market and an easy recommendation for anything all-rounder. If you're looking to get these, you can walk into one of our stores or get them online.